Hello, hello. Welcome to Big English Stand-Up. You lovely people. How are you?
Hey.
My name is Steve Foreman. I'm here with Evgeniy Chebatkov.
Hi, everyone, everybody. Hey.
Wonderful.
Hey, wonderful people.
I have an announcement to make.
Yeah.
We got to number 8 in the comedy iTunes podcast charts in Mongolia.
Finally.
Mongolia.
That's our main aim.
That's my
to
peeps.
To become big in Mongolia.
We are this close to conquering Mongolia.
Yeah.
How about that?
By the way, I'm contacting Mongolians every day right now. Yeah, I'm playing this new game, Ghost of Tsushima.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you fight with Mongolians every day.
Really?
Yeah, and when you told me this fact a few days ago about Mongolia's 8th place, that's definitely become more difficult for me to kill Mongolians.
Oh, really?
Because I'm like, come on, guys.
You can't kill your own audience.
It's just, I don't know how we feel in Japan. I guess.
I don't think anyone in Japan
I guess no one,
is listening to us.
So Mongolians is our homies.
Yeah, man. So we'll be coming up to
man.
see you soon. We just want to big up to all the Mongolians listening to us. We love you. We will see you soon.
Well,
so tell me about the rapper in St. Petersburg.
Wow, yeah, of course. We rappers, we've got our professional community, and that was one guy named Andy Cartwright. His real name Alexander Yushko. Andy Cartwright. Well, and Andy Cartwright, he was a battle rapper, always battling and trying to argue with people, pretty aggressive. I've met him 2 or 3 times in my life. And always we just like, hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 bye. That's it. That's the longest conversation we had. Yesterday, I opened news in internet, NSC. Andy Cartwright died.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Wow. And that's not the story itself. The problem is that a friend of Cartwright came to his place, and he had a wife and a kid. And he was like, "Where is Sasha? 4 days, I can't contact him." And she was like, "I don't know. He's just gone." And after that, he saw some black bags in the flat, and he was like, "Let me see what is there." And he looked there. And there was part of his body in all those bags in the flat. Yeah. So, and his wife, she said, "Yeah, that's actually me. I cut him on the pieces because he died, and I just didn't know what I have to do, and I just cut him on the small pieces in the boxes, and some boxes are in the refrigerator, and some bags inside." And this guy, a friend of Andy Cartwright, he just, what the hell is going on? And I'm just gonna show you this lady, his wife. Look at her. Hello, I'm gonna cut you in small pieces. And
whoa. So she said, first he died, and then she cut him into pieces and put him in the bin bag.
She said that he got some new drug. Yeah, and he used it, and after that he just lost his control and died. But police came around and they took all those body pieces, and they took blood from it, and they saw there is no any drug there. And after that, she was like, yeah, I don't know, but actually, it's not only me, it's me and my mom. We do it. we cut him together. And police are...
Do you know what one of the topics for today's show was going to be? It's like, Russian women. Like, maybe you could give some advice about how dating Russian women.
Whoa.
I'll tell you what, they roll up their sleeves and they get involved. She called her mum.
Yeah. Mom, I need to deal with something. What is that, honey?
I've got a little bit of a family problem, little one.
Just please, can you take a saw and please, can I see you as soon as possible? Well, and now, police seriously thinks that she killed him.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's the latest? That's the latest?
Yeah, that's the latest what they got, and they try to find out what's actually happened there. But she keeps saying that he died himself, and she thought that, well, that's a very bad end for a gangster battle rapper, and it's better to be for him to just get lost,
To disappear.
Yeah. And that's why she just decided to cut him in pieces and throw those bags. And after that, just like said, I don't know. He just
she's a good woman, thinking about his rep.
Yeah,
even
reputation.
after his death.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You find a woman like that, with loyalty like that, you'll be all right.
Some TV channels even showed this information yesterday, because it's, that happened in the middle of St. Petersburg, like in the central city, and always when some artists die, and all those TV channels, they show some
clips
some
of his
clips
videos.
with, yeah, and here all his clips are from battle rap, and that's why it's so strange, and it's not emotional at all. It's like they just. A battle rapper died in the middle of the city, and his wife just cutting him.
Oh, wow.
And now clips, and on those clips, he's staying in front of some guys, and they're like, "You a faggot, and I gonna fuck, you fucking, you fuck." And he's just like, maybe it's not a big problem.
What a lovely young man! The world has lost a lovely young man.
I read an article about that, and the guy said that if they can found out that she actually didn't kill him, she just took a dead body and cut it into pieces.
That's not against the law.
No, that's against the law, but that's called well, that's not so hard. It's just if you just like showing respect to a dead body, and just
right,
and you probably get some. I don't know what's gonna be for that, but that's horrible. Yeah. But
if they find out she killed him, she's going to prison for murder.
Of course, yeah, of course,
and her mum too, probably.
Mm-hmm. And they also found out. I forgot to say this. They also found out. That's the horrible. Also, some of his how to say it's what we got inside. It's
his organs, his internal organs.
Just organs. Yeah, some of his organs they put in salt, and they can't explain why. They washed them and put it in the salt. And they're still trying to find out what is that. St. Petersburg, cultural capital.
Cultural capital of the world. She makes Amber Heard look like an angel.
And that's 3 episodes for last year. Popular episodes with somebody's cutting somebody in pieces.
Really? In Russia.
In St. Petersburg.
In St. Petersburg.
Mm-hmm. You remember this story with the guy Sokolov, Oleg Sokolov, historical guy. You know that story? That happened 1 year ago. Actually, a year ago. Well, a guy, he's a prof from university.
Yeah.
Of huge expert in history, and especially in one period of history in Napoleon and
Napoleon.
and all those Napoleon wars. And this 1812, the year when Napoleon is conquered Moscow, and and he already, I don't know, he's 78 or something, and he's a huge expert in that question. But one moment, if you follow his performance and speeches about this topic, he's just always, it's become stranger and stranger always. And one time he just appeared in a suit which is imitate the Napoleon suit, and like, well, okay. After that, he just he starts speaks from about the Napoleon story from himself, like, I and my army, we. And you're like, well, he's an expert anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. That just,
Oh my God, where is this going? Okay.
Well, I was just like, well, and he had a girlfriend,
right.
And she was 22 or 23 or something. Yeah.
Round of applause. Round of applause. Yeah.
And she's a student, and she's a student, and they live together in the center of St. Petersburg.
78.
Something about that. I might mistake, but he's an old man. Just old man.
78-year-old dick. Imagine that. Anyway.
And at night, just police car just driving around the night city, St. Petersburg. And now, those white nights in St. Petersburg, and everything is not dark at all, so you can see everything. And they just stopped, and they saw an old man standing close to river and throwing something there. They just like, hey, excuse me, what are you doing there? Like, nothing. And they came to him, and they saw that he froze in the part of the body of this,
pieces of her body.
Pieces of the body of this lady, yeah. And the problem is that he threw a leg and a hand, and they are not going down.
They're not sinking. They're floating.
They're floating on the river. Yeah.
Okay. Is everybody listening? Okay. Arms and legs float. Everybody. Okay. Just remember that, please. If you were planning anything like this, go ahead. Yeah.
And they're like, what the hell is going on? And I was like, it's not me, it's Napoleon.
Oh, no. Oh my God.
And and they took him to court, and they still keeps him in the prison before court. The system. So he's just waiting for a decision in the court. And there's a guy, Evgeniy Panasenkov. He's also historical, and they're too big. They got a rivalry in between.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And this Evgeniy Panasenkov, he's young, and he's a homosexual, pretty open, and he's very stylish, and he's also expert in that mom, and he speaks like that, and it was like, very.
He's a fabulous Napoleon expert.
Yes. And I saw a lot of his interviews, and that's hilarious. And he always saying like, you see what's happened with people who stands in the opposite side of me.
Oh!
That's who you think destroyed him? Me.
Whoa!
And he came to the court, he performs there, and he asks for toughest punishment for Alexei Karlov.
Right. Well, speaking of crazy women, have you been following the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing? No?
Oh, yeah. I heard they...
Yeah. I could tell you a little bit about that.
Yes, of course.
So I got to say, this is not the kind of shit that I'm usually interested in like Hollywood gossip. I'm not interested. But the reason I started reading to begin with was not because I'm interested in Amber Heard or Johnny. I don't even like Johnny Depp. I'm one of probably the only people in the world who just thinks he's super overrated. Anyway, but it was the court case is happening in London, Zhenya, because a tabloid newspaper in Britain called The Sun. So Johnny Depp is suing The Sun, a newspaper in Britain, for calling him a wife beater. Right? And he said, yo, I ain't no wife beater. And they're going to court. In the meantime, Amber Heard, there's cases against her. And she and so everybody's in court talking about this. And some of the facts that have come out, I just got a little list here, right? There's Amber Heard is. I find this culturally interesting because Amber Heard is going to become the She's going to culturally become the new hot but crazy girlfriend.
Yeah, you just
the hot
that's
but crazy wife.
Yeah, she's American.
Yeah, from Texas.
Texas.
And because she is gorgeous. Oh my God, she's so pretty. But she crazy. She crazy, dog. And she's at the edge of thinking that that she can get away with anything, because just look at this angelic face. Look at this angel. Look at this angel. Do you think I could do that? No, I couldn't do that. And but a list of some of the facts. There was a deposition video, and they were like, "Is it true you punched Johnny Depp? You punched him in the face?" And as the guy asked the question, this little smile comes on her face. Like she's like, okay, fine. She put a cigarette out on his face. There is a picture of him with a cigarette burn on his face. Zhenya. Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
That face.
That pirate.
That face. She broke his finger. She threw a bottle of vodka at him and broke his finger.
Oh, wow.
She keeps telling the stories that he hit her, hurt her, pulled her, grabbed her by the hair, slapped her. Not one photograph of her of any damage on that face. Not once. She talks about it, but she never thinks. Everyone has a phone in their pocket, right? You take a picture of your face to show the police or the hospital, right? No, nothing. She threw 2 bottles of vodka at him. And there's one. And then Johnny Depp started having to record his conversations with her because he's smart. This guy's in his 50s now. He's a grown man.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, this is getting out of hand. I'm going to need evidence. And he started recording her. And there's one bit of, and he's pleading with her, going, please, can you stop doing this? Can you do that? Can you please stop? And there's one bit where she says, she goes, I'm a victim of domestic violence, and tell the judge and jury and see how many people believe you, she says. Wow. So that's where she's at. That's where she's at in all of this. It's like, no one's going to believe you over me because you're a man and I'm a woman and you're stronger than me. That's kind of her. She's already perjured herself in jail. She's lied in court several times already. So when this is over, she's going to probably go to jail anyway.
Wow. Just
for lying in court. And then Johnny Depp's ex-wives have all come out. He was with, I think, Vanessa Paradis. Have you seen Vanessa? Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
She said, I was married to Johnny Depp for 14 years. We have 2 children together. He never touched me, ever. He's a gentle, kind man. Not once. Right? And so I'm interested how this is going to be going forward, because she's the ultimate hot butt crazy. The ones that your mother warned you about. And say, you stay away from that bitch. You listen to me, man. Oh. But that's it. I probably won't follow it anymore, but I have been because I just didn't have anything to do this weekend. You know?
Well, I hope she'll never know a story about black backs because she was like, oh,
Russia beats that story again.
oh, hello, Texas, Mom.
Oh man. So hot but crazy girlfriends, Shenya? Any experience with that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It's tiring, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. No, but I mean, that's so rare. Then you can meet any girl who's hot and absolutely normal.
Yeah.
I think when she's pretty and she knows that, and she's got all this man's attitude and attention always. Yeah, she knows that, and she's just losing control. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I think
know what you mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
look at the lines on my face.
Yeah.
Look at that. Where do you think they come from?
Yeah.
I know a lot of listeners probably are not interested in football, but this story is not just about football, it's about geopolitics also.
Wow.
So we have an update this morning. So guys, there's a football club in the UK called Newcastle United. It's in the north. They have a huge stadium, and they've got very loyal fans, Geordies. The local people are called Geordies, and they're great people. They're really good fun, earthy English people. Something between an Englishman and a Scot, actually, because it's right up in the northeast. Even Scottish people who take any opportunity to make fun of English people, even they say, Geordies are all right. You know what I mean?
Can you just imitate their accent, how they speak on the north?
Geordies, man? Why, man? From Newcastle, man. Alan Shearer's a bloody legend, man.
Oh.
Why,
Nice.
So anyway.
Uh-huh.
So they've had an owner for the last 10 years who, he's not Roman Abramovich. He's not putting money into the team. He's not spending lots of money on players. He's not trying to get success and win the Champions League.
He takes money from players.
He takes the money. He gets the stadium to... he takes money from players. Can you imagine? No, he uses the stadium to advertise his own company.
Oh.
You know, just things like that. He's just... It's all just a business game for him.
He's British.
He's British, isn't it? He's from London or somewhere. Essex, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
So for the last 10 years, Newcastle fans have been really unhappy because their team is a joke.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even want to go to the games. Newcastle are everyone's just like... and they really desperately want to get rid of this owner. So he's been trying to sell the club. Nobody wants to buy it because it's like, ooh. But then a group from Saudi Arabia came in a few months ago and wanted to buy Newcastle United.
Wow.
So the Geordie fans are like, why, man? Here we gone. Right? Like they thought they were going to be the new Man City.
Absolutely, yeah.
But obviously Saudi Arabia, one of the guys involved in the takeover is the main guy. What's his name? Bin Salman, the main Saudi king. That guy.
And he said, we're going to buy Manchester, Newcastle. Newcastle?
Yeah, Newcastle, yeah.
No, we're going to buy Newcastle, but you're going to play basketball now.
Yeah.
Because I guess I'm a big fan of basketball.
Yeah,
a lot of money.
Yeah.
But basketball.
Yeah, that guy's not tall enough for a start. But obviously there's human rights abuses. They still hang people. They still cut people's heads off. Whatever, right? And this is the bit that you've got to know is that they started their own pirate company showing Premier League matches. So look, one company bought the rights to show all the Premier League matches in the Middle East, and Saudi Arabia were like, we're going to pirate it. They pirated the broadcast and showed them all over Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the final. And it's funny because that is the reason that the Premier League or whoever was involved in this finally said, sorry, you can't buy Newcastle United, basically.
Wow.
Purely because of business, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because of any other reason. So there we go. And I think it's over. I think this morning I read an article which said that it's over with now. That's it. So the British finally have done something, they've drawn a line. Because the British are pirates. That's what you've got to understand. A lot of people ask me, what is English mentality, British mentality? And I always say the same thing. I say, visualize a pirate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, what do you see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Pirates, they're pretty cool. Everybody loves pirates.
Yeah.
The image of who doesn't want to be a pirate?
Yeah.
Pirates are awesome. They look awesome. They look fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
They have style and taste.
Yeah.
But when you're not looking, they'll take everything you have, and they'll do it with style, and they'll do it with taste. But finally, the English have not taken a load of money for the sake of it. So that's nice. So cheers.
Cheers. Can I give you another example about football, but only Russian club?
Of course.
Yeah. Tom from Tomsk.
Yes. How are they getting on? I haven't heard about them for a while.
They're not. They just, I guess, unfortunately, they done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they went out of business.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I read that.
Or they're so close to that, or they actually already not playing at all. Because and when I arrived to live and study in Tomsk, they were on probably in the best period of history. They play in Russian Premier League, and they play with Spartak and CSKA and Zenit and all that stuff. And they were nice. They had in that moment Artem Dzyuba, the captain.
Oh right.
Yeah, he played in Tom. So everything were more or less pretty good, but once upon a time, when the President Putin is starts demonstrate that he is a huge hockey lover, all different mayors of the cities, they also start falling in love in hockey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the mayor of Tomsk here, you're like, well, hockey.
Hockey's for fags. No.
And so he just, why we have football here? People don't like football. People want to play hockey as their leader. And people like, we never had any hockey club here in Tomsk. That's just history of a place.
Yeah.
But we always had a big football history here.
Right.
Siberian history. But they said, well, whatever you want, but all money now goes to hockey.
Makes me so angry.
Yeah, and that's just that was the beginning of the end.
Right.
So now I don't know what's going on there, but I remember last time I personally connected with Tom when I told some jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And the captain of Tom, he called me. Yeah, and he said, actually that was a big emotional speech.
Yeah.
About how dare you just saying words like you said, because we are trying to fight for a club for the city. And we don't care where we're going to be. We just fight for it. We're just dying for it. And we don't need money. That's our club. That's our life. That's just how we're going to live till the end. And I'm like, all right. And I said, well, then when I'll be in Tomsk, I just give you a call and we can see each other and just talk. And he said, yeah, all right. And when I arrived Tomsk in half a year, I called him and he said, well, I'm playing Tambov now.
He moved to another team. Well, this is it. This is it. There's a limit, there's a limit to this kind of, to that misty-eyed kind of stuff. Like we have this guy, right now we have this guy called Jack Grealish. Do you know about him?
Jack Grealish? No.
Yeah. So he's a local boy from Birmingham, local Birmingham boy. And he's the captain of Aston Villa, right? So Aston Villa's the local, So he's a hometown hero. He's a local boy, done good, right? And he's a great player. Oh, he's great. So many assists, so many goals, just great. For a struggling team, he's done great this year. And I'm pretty sure he'll get into the England team pretty soon. Pretty sure.
National? Oh,
Yeah. He's just a really great player.
Wow.
And Villa came up to the Prem. They stayed up just like finished. I think they finished like 17th. And now everyone's just looking at him. Like all the spotlights are on him because it's just like,
yeah,
obviously you're too good. Well, you're too good for this team, dude. You're too good for this team. You're obviously going to go to Manchester United or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's so obvious, right? It's like, and so, of course, they put the microphone in his face and they're like, so, is this your last game for Villa? And it's just so obvious, Xenia. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And the poor guy, I feel sorry for him because he has to answer these stupid questions. He's like, leave me alone. But, and that's don't forget, he supported that club as a boy. He grew up in that city.
Oh, that's very important.
They made him a pro. They nurtured him to the man he is today. So there's genuine feelings there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not a joke. That's real. That's serious. And just go easy on the guy. You know what I mean? But he's just too good for this team now. He should go. He'd go play in the Champions League or something, right?
Yeah.
But your guy...
Yeah, the funny...
Your guy, it's not the same, is it?
Yeah, of course. And he changed a club on another club, which is on the same level as Tambov. Have you heard about Tambov? No, it's not Zenit or Spartak or something. He just moved there. And by the way, now he's already playing in Nizhny Novgorod team.
Oh, right.
And that's also the same level.
So he's this guy that just moves around.
Yeah, just...
That's his career.
My career played in bad
But I'll
teams.
tell you what. I bet you he enjoyed giving you that speech.
Oh,
because it made him feel like a real lionheart.
Yeah.
I am captain of this team. I bet he felt like Russell Crowe or, what's the other guy? The Spartan guy, the 200 guy.
Yeah.
Tonight we dine in hell! Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I bet he really enjoyed giving you that speech. The blood was rushing through his body. How dare you?
How dare you say these words?
We are fighting till the end.
Hello, Tambov? Okay.
How much?
Okay, also nothing. Okay. That's actually... That's okay. I mean, okay.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So I wanted to ask you. So I went to that place to get my hair cut. I started going to a new place to get my hair cut now, right? So yeah, I wanted to talk to you about metrosexuality. Okay. Now, there's a guy there. His hair is perfect. He's getting a little bit older. So I can tell that he's black hair, black beard. He's got muscles. He's got tattoos. And I think he certainly walks around like he owns the place. So I think he probably does. And he's very pleased with himself. He's very pleased with it. He owns the space around him. He's very, very macho. But he's also very, very well groomed. He just looks perfect. I think he even probably plucks his eyebrows and he's just like, And he looks at himself in the mirror all the time. He checks himself in the mirror all the time. And he doesn't mind being caught checking himself in the mirror, which is the part where, right? Now, and I know these people exist, but you don't really see them very often. And the great metrosexual, you mentioned him already, was David Beckham, right? David Beckham in the 90s, he appeared and he was so well groomed and he obviously spent so much time looking after his hair and himself and all this shit, right? And that opened up this whole new era of male grooming. You think he did good for soccer in America? What did he do for the male grooming industry? Huh? Becks. It's like usually we leave that shit to Italian men or Portuguese men or something, but no. David Beckham appeared and wanted some of that action, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, what do you think of? How's it going? Where is it at? Like in Moscow, kind of thing.
Well, I definitely know that a huge influence in metrosexuality there is coming from the south of Russia.
Right.
Yeah. So southern regions are full of that.
Really?
Are full of that. Yeah. They just like that.
Right.
And as far as I can understand, we've got a lot of Armenians and Azerbaijanians in Moscow. By the way, Armenians and Azerbaijanians, if you're listening now, stop fighting, please. And they both, Armenians and Azerbaijan, they like the style. They like this man, all this grooming and all this hairdo and beard stuff. They just like it, and they knows how to do that.
Yeah.
They just knows it.
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Of course, Georgia and all those countries are pretty close to Russia, and they've got a lot of connections with Russia, and that's their influence is huge. I mean, Georgians, they're like Italians in some ways.
The Italians of the Soviet Union,
yes,
they called them.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. All those mafia stuff and all this style and everything. And
I was thinking more delicious food, actually, but that's fine.
Oh.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I was thinking about mafia first. Well, anyway, and I guess that's their influence first,
right?
And also we've got Middle Asia, and this Uzbekistan also because style in Uzbekistan is pretty massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. All my friends from Uzbekistan who's not hard working in Moscow, who's somewhere. Oh man, they always trying a good look. They always trying to look in the mirror, to look how it looks like, and that's very important for them. But just because I think Russians itself are not about style mostly, because I think Russian mentality is closer to this northern and this very close to Finnish, for example, Finnish and the Swedish, and I guess if you take Portuguese man and the Swedish man, well, Swedish they're style right now, but but I mean the image of the person is different.
Yeah.
And well, that's what I think. That's all about. So and your guy, you're talking about this guy. He's
southern looking for sure.
Looking, yeah.
I should ask where all these guys are from. They're all black hair. It's because they've got that black shiny hair.
Yeah,
and they want to do something with it. So would I. If I had it, I would probably. But yeah, this is my argument against the feminists as well. A lot of the time, the social justice warriors is that they're making up words like toxic masculinity and everything. There are so many different kinds of. Do you know what toxic masculinity means?
Yeah.
It basically they sort of rebranded peer pressure. You know, so if we're all sitting around and everyone's drinking, and I don't want to drink, and all the guys around me say, "Come on, Steve, drink it. Don't be a pussy," right? That's called peer pressure, or you know, it's kind of mild bullying, but you feel you need to do something. So, like a few years back, these very kind of left-wing social justice, they rebranded this as toxic masculinity. They seem to think that all men are bad and all men are forcing other men to do things that they don't want to do. That is so wrong. It's so disastrously wrong. And one of my arguments is that there are lots of different kinds of masculinity, right? I look at that guy there with the beard and I look at him and go, okay, all right. But, you know, he is the way he is and his friends are the way he is, and that's cool, you know? And I'm the way I am. And men come in different shapes and sizes and different... Yeah. We're too different to be throwing around slogans which only have two words. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But you're right. You've really made me think there, because if I had his jet black hair like he has, and if I had those cheekbones, yeah, maybe I'd
do the same.
Maybe I'd groom myself a little bit more, probably. Exactly. You're absolutely right, man. All right, that's our show. Thank you for listening, everybody. And remember, this is the best time to be alive. God bless ya.